Hey guys, this is LCSims. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, how y'all doing? Yo, I'm bringing y'all another speed build. Oh my gosh, this video took so freaking long. I just wanted to, like I said, I told you guys in the previous video that I don't want to put a lot of pressures on myself as far as, you know, bringing out video and new content. But this video did take me a long time, and with the holidays back to back, Christmas and New Year's and stuff like that, it is coming out a little late, so I do apologize about that. I don't really have like a set schedule. I feel like like I said, I don't want to put those type of restrictions on myself when it comes to that. But I do want to still, like, I told you guys that I wanted to work on my building and trying to get up to par with some of you guys, because I just been looking at different builds and seeing different techniques and different tips and things that you guys offer. You guys are amazing. But this video, this build, you did see the beginning where I did show you the after everything was done for the outside. But it took me so long to get it to where I thought it was acceptable. But you guys, feel free to leave any comments down below. You know, tell me what you want me to work on next, and just anything you have to say, because like I said, I'm not a builder, but I do want to work on that, because I do find it interesting. I do like to challenge myself in that way, and bringing, like, you know, building and stuff and seeing what I can do. Like I said, I'm not a builder. I just put down what I think looks right. But this is another family home. It's for a family of 5, and with the storyline behind the family, what I, you know, made up, because I find it very easy for me to actually put a, you know, like, instead of building building and decorating for my taste, I find it easy to like make up a story about a family or whoever is going to live in the home, because it gives me, like, you know, like just some inspiration on where I want to go with the build. But for this home, it is a family of 5. It is a husband, his wife, and 2 kids. One I did make, I feel like they have 2 boys. I feel like one is a teenager. So they had the one child, and they thought that it was going to be it, that he was going to be, you know, just their only child, but they did get a surprise, and now they have a toddler, which I felt like is so amazing, because, you know, that happens in real life. You get down, like, you know, you have your, like, maybe 1 or 2 kids, and you don't think that it's going to happen again, but then you get that surprise, which is amazing. Like, that's what happened with my youngest. He's about to be 13, but yeah, it's interesting. It's crazy, but then it is a family of 4, but then that 5th person, I feel like I said, I feel like they're maybe like middle-aged, the couple, theirself. But, you know, you get to that time where, you know, your parents and stuff get a little sick and stuff like that, and they can't live on their own. So I feel like his mom is moving into the home because she can't no longer live on her own. So they did end up changing the wife's office space downstairs, because I feel like she works from home and she has her office space downstairs. So they end up turning that into a 4th bedroom, because it was literally 3 bedrooms upstairs, which you will see the parents' room and a bathroom, and then there is I feel like they added an additional bathroom downstairs, or maybe it was already there, I don't know, but that's the storyline that I'm going with that house, because it makes me because I feel like I'm building the house for that specific family, so it really does help out a lot to go with that. So I, you know, implementing, you know, all of their, like, both of the husband and wife taste or whatever when it comes to the house. So I feel like the husband is more, of course, he likes more of a masculine type stuff. So like the living room, I didn't get into, we're not even into the living room. I am watching the video, you guys. I'm way far ahead of myself. Let me step calm down, Elsie. I be so excited, y'all, because I really like I just it's just I just love to I'm really enjoying building. That's what I want to say. I couldn't get that out. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm right here. I'm just working on the outside. I wanted to do the outside first. I didn't really make it so cluttered. I feel like the wife is or the husband, he's more so just like not messy, but he kind of keeps up with everything as far as the outside area. And I didn't want it like, every, so cluttered, the yard and stuff like that. I just feel like it's uniform and stuff like that. But I really didn't know what to go for. You know what I'm saying? For the outside. So I just found a couple. I just went with the bushes here and then the purple flowers. I feel like it gave that touch of color because the house is white in general. But this house, I don't know if you did see the overall after I was done, but my inspiration photo for the house is in the beginning. If you take a look at it, it's real quick. But yeah, it is a house like in my area. And I just thought that it was cute, but I did add a little, like for the outside, I did change it up a little bit because if you notice the downstairs, the 3 windows downstairs, I think I end up going with that, the 3 windows in the front where you can see here. I think I end up changing it to 2 windows because it just wasn't looking right with it. But yeah, I'm just adding the touches for outside. And I don't know if you've seen when I placed down the car garage, it doesn't work as a door. That's why I added the door on the side of the garage. But yeah, I love that garage door. I did find that. I will place the creator of the garage door down in the comments if you guys want to check that out. But I'm just placing around the lighting around the house. Yo, this build, it was so hard for me. But I did like that touch of the basketball hoop over the garage because I just feel like that, especially with the teenage boy, he's just into everything. He loves sports, basketball. When you see his room, he's just into a whole bunch of stuff, which is awesome. But yeah, I'm just decorating the porch right now. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do as far as decoration. I just wanted to make the space felt like lived in, but not so overly cluttered. But I do think the wife is like into gardening and flowers, so you can see that, I did place the gardening boxes under the windows and stuff on like in the front, just for the first and second floor, but only in the front windows. But I feel like she's into a lot of plants and stuff like that, like just nature itself. So I wanted to just add some plants and stuff on the porch and everything. But I really did like how the porch turned out. And I did record this like before Christmas. So that's why I went with the Be Merry for the rug into the house. But yeah, I'm just wrapping it up. I'm almost done with the front porch. I just thought that it would be just having the plants there, and it just really brings in that space. But let me tell you guys, this floor plan, it took me so long to come up with the floor plan because because I did find a house on is it Zillow? Yeah, I think it's Zillow. But it's lived in, so it doesn't give you like a floor plan. It just gives you the picture of the house. So it wasn't a floor plan for me for this particular house. So I just had to like come up with my own floor plan and just give it like what makes sense for this floor plan. I went with that little narrow space coming into the house, the little entryway, and then as you can see, the open space right here, that is a living area. You'll see it all comes together. It's a process, y'all. It's a process. But I knew for upstairs, just because the grandmother moved in, I know I wanted to have 3 separate bedrooms because the children are in, I didn't want them to share because their ages are like, it's a really good distance between their ages. The youngest is a toddler and the oldest is a teenager. So he has, he has his own little, he needs his space. You know what I'm saying? He needs his privacy. So I know I wanted to go with a bathroom upstairs and also a 3-bedroom. But yeah, we're working on the entry. I just love it because it just, like I said, it challenged me so much to come up with the floor plan itself and just getting everything, in. But that fireplace that I added on the side of the house, it is really for show because I don't remember putting a fireplace in this build whatsoever. So that's just an extra detail, but it's not, there's no flower. There's no fireplace inside of the build itself. But yeah, I'm just working on the entryway right now. I did go with a darker green on the wall. I know I know what you're thinking. You like, LC, there you go with that green again. But I just love it so much. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna be like I'm just rooting for green all the time. But it just matches so well with that dark wood, and it just meshes so well. I love that green with the dark wood on the floor. And then we went with this little entryway table, put some books and candles and a plant. And it just really is giving to me. Like, I was like, oh my God, that's really looks so good. And then we just added some shoes and stuff like for decor and stuff like that. When they come in, I feel like, they put their shoes and things like there. And then there's like the entryway is so small, so please bear with me. It's so small, so you can't really see it, but I thought about putting a shelf up there for coats and things like that. And I did add a couple purses and some storage bins just to tie in the space with that entry. Because it is a family of 4. They do have a garage, but I feel like more so you guys will see that in the, it's more towards the end. I think I saved the garage for last, but I feel like that's more so the father's workspace. So there is some storage in there for them, but it's more so of his workspace, his area. So I did put a little bit of storage stuff inside the entryway. But yeah, for the living room, I'm moving on to the living room next. I had no idea what color I wanted to go with. I did go with, I think it was like, I don't know what color it is, but you guys will see it in a second. I had no idea. I wanted to go with that first, but then I end up going with this color. I think it's more, is that like a gray? But it kind of has like a little, I don't know if it's a green tint, but it's like a gray, maybe a charcoal gray, I would say. But I don't know what color that is. Just let me know. But I wanted each, because they both, like the husband and wife, they live together, but I feel like they have, differences in decorating. So I want kind of more, I would say more so of a masculine kind of vibe in the living room. And then I feel like the kitchen is more so the wife's space. That's her. So I went with lighter tones, as you will see when we get to that video. But like I said, I had no idea what I was going for. I just know that if it looked good to me, I put it down. And yes, I do use CC, but I do try to use a lot of stuff from the game. But if you would like me to try to build only using stuff from the game, just let me know. Comment down below and I will try my best, but some stuff from the game be hitting, because I really do like horse ranch. I know I love the horse ranch pack from my last video. Like, it really came through. But yeah, I went with the TV. That is that picture on the wall. It is a TV. It is some stuff that came with the game, but this, I think that was a CC creator who made this, the TV that I went with. But it is a painting, so you guys know, like, if they want to watch TV, they can place it. That's a TV. And I was just trying to fill up this space here with the entertainment stand that I went with. I did want to add a music thing. I was going to put the record player over there, but I decided to go with a smaller record player on top of there. But because I wanted to turn, since the office was turned into the grandma's room downstairs, I wanted to turn that little corner over there where those paintings are into like the wife's office space. Since the grandmother took over her office because they needed for her to move in and stuff. But yeah, I'm just, filling in everything, adding some decor. I really proud of myself, y'all. I really feel like this build was nice. I love it. Like, of course, there is always room for improvement. Like I said, I'm not a builder at all, but I would like to, up my game. I wanna build more, and I just want to come up with different ideas and different things. But I did want to add, even though I feel like they are like, because when you have kids, it is messy. So it's when you guys who have kids, y'all know it's like messy with the toys, especially. And then they have a toddler in the house. Like the teenager is always like messy in their own thing, but more so, I feel like their room is always messy. But as a toddler, I feel like, um, you would have like little toys and stuff like that in the area. I didn't want to make it too cluttered. But I did want to add a couple, like a dollhouse, maybe a toy chest and stuff like that. So when the toddler's downstairs, he can play with those. He has his little little things down there. But I did end up going. I'm working on the wife's, or it is her office space, but a lot of people, everybody is probably utilizing the computer. I mean, except for the teenager, he has his own computer in his room. But I did go with that desk. I don't know where it was. I didn't see where I placed it down. I don't know if that might have been from I think that's a Life or Death. I think that desk is from Life and Death Pact. I think so. But that computer is a CC creator did make that computer. But I went with that chair, I really love this lamp. I think that was from the game, but I don't remember. I didn't see. It's just moving too fast, y'all. I'm trying to keep up. But yeah, I did go with that lamp, and then that rug I felt like it just tied it all together. And that rug, I think, is that, I don't know where that rug is from. I think is that from Parenthood or something, or Cottage Living? I don't know. It's from one of them, I think. But I did add a exercise yoga mat thing just for some extra clutter in the entryway. But yeah, I'm just filling in the desk. Maybe she has a little reading glasses on the desk and a coffee mug, and just a little knickknacks for filling in the desk space and things like that. But and maybe she has a little laptop on the desk. And this was so fun. And I just put some books in there on the desk as well. But this was so fun. I had such a good time. I was stressed out in the beginning just because I couldn't come up with a good floor plan, like as far, because it's alley shaped. Like the front of the house is alley shaped with that extension on to the house at the end. So I was just like, oh my gosh, please let me come up with a floor plan. But I finally came up with one. Actually, my son, he helped me. He was like, maybe you should put this here and here and here. And I was like, yo, okay, I see you. He helped me out. But yeah, I'm just working on this area. I decided it's like I feel like the dad is like into reading books and stuff. He loves that, and this is his little corner where he can, I mean, it's for anybody, but he does love that corner to go over there and read and stuff. And it's just a little corner for him to go, and I really like that. Do you see that lighthouse thing? That was really cool. I was trying to find like a bookshelf, but it's just, I didn't want a big one, so I ended up going with this. It's not I guess it's a shelf, but I sized it down because I didn't want it too big. But it was just difficult to place things on the shelf when I sized it down like that. And I was going to go with this because I think that was from Life or Death, but it wasn't vibing with me. So I ended up going back to the ladder thing. I thought that was really cute. And I think I just added some knicks, some books on there. Not really too much. I don't think I added a whole bunch of stuff. I think maybe just the books. I think I came back later and added like the family game on there just to give it a little bit more clutter. And I just tied up the space with a rug. And I thought, it was cute. And just a little, some paintings on the wall and stuff like that. Now, moving on to the kitchen. I feel like I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this all ties in together with the house and just what it is, like the type of house it is. But I just thought myself that it looked good. I did want to go with the green on the wall, and then the floor. I did like that combo together but then I did change it. So it's going to change in a couple seconds. I end up going with a different combo, just something more simpler. I just felt like the floor was too busy. Just at first what I was going for with those cabinets, but then I end up changing it. So you will see that in a couple seconds, with me changing just the whole entire kitchen, because I was just so indecisive on what I wanted to do. So I end up did go with the white flooring, but then I thought it was too much white. So I think at the end I did change the flooring, but I did keep these cabinets. I think I changed the wall color to something different, but I can't remember exactly what it is. But you guys will see. And I did wanted to add the dining room, just like a eating area for. There's not a separate dining room, but there is a space for, you know, to have an eating kitchen, just a little table, for the family. And there is like, I'm ahead of myself. I'm jumping ahead of myself. But I was trying to figure out to do something right here, but it was not working. Because I had seen another builder had did it where she did a half wall, and she sized up or sized down the shelf, and she just made like shelves, like a shelf like in between the two columns with the thing. It just looked real nice. I don't remember who it was, but I was trying to do that idea, but I just didn't like it for this space. But I did like that idea of doing that shelf idea. I want to find it. I can't remember the creator, but like I said, I've been watching so many creators, you know, building and stuff like that, so I can't remember who exactly was, but I'm pretty sure they know who I'm talking about when I said about the idea. But yeah, I just wanted the kitchen to be, because the living room space and stuff, I feel like it's more so the husband's type and taste, with it's more of a like darker colors, masculine tone. So I kind of wanted the kitchen to be like a lighter tone. I don't really know if it goes together, but look, I felt like this is what I thought looked good. So, but in the kitchen, I feel like like the counters, I just felt like it vibe. And I really love that sink with the rag hanging there. I just love those extra details. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, have the rag hanging off the sink. And I end up going with these curtains because that green, the flowers on there, I just feel like it tied the space together. And I did add the microwave here and a dishwasher, but I did decide to build like a little coffee area over more so towards the entryway of the kitchen, which you will see in a few. But yeah, the stove, everything, I just love how this all turned out. I really was trying, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Comment down below. I'm always up for criticism. I do love people, you know, just coming in and say, look, girl, do this, do that. Because that's helping me. I'm trying to learn from y'all because y'all are amazing. Y'all is amazing. Y'all don't know how amazing you guys are with the building. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. I be trying out here, y'all, for real. But yeah, I'm just not finishing up the kitchen. It's still like a little ways. I think I'm just trying to go through the list of decor items that I wanted to pick. I think I end up going with the 3 bear cutting boards in the corner right there. I felt like it was really I really like those cutting boards. I think I did go with those. And you know, when my process is when I'm trying to find clutter for the kitchen, I just kind of like to go throughout the whole catalog and just pick out stuff that I want, and I just place it in the kitchen. It's not necessarily saying I'm gonna use it. It's just an option that I wanted to go out, because I got CC, y'all. It's so much stuff in here that I don't know exists, okay? So I just like to go in there and pick out stuff. That way it's already, I have like everything. Of course, sometimes I might forget something and have to go back, but I do like to just do that. And then that way I can just go and get the sticks, you know, the OMSP sticks. I did tell you guys about it in my last video. That I can just go and get those once I'm done, and just go and get those. They have the counter height ones. I think I think I did post it in the video. I put it in the comments down below in the previous video. I think they're by Severinka. I think, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but I'm pretty sure they're by them. But yeah, once I get everything out, then we'll have, you know to put it around to see where I want to put things and stuff. I did put this cart from the kitchen clutter kit over here in the corner, but then once I changed up the colors of the kitchen, I decided not to go with that because the colors of the cart was not kind of, I felt like it wasn't matching with the vibe I had for the kitchen. So I did end up going with some counters, the same counters I'm using for the kitchen. I end up adding some counters over there in the corner instead and just doing some cabinets above them. But yeah, I'm just placing down some flowers, some plants, I mean, in the kitchen. I went with those. I think I don't know what they're from. I know they're from the game. I don't know if it's, girl, I don't know where those plants that I use for the windows. I don't know where those hanging plants are from. I shouldn't learn this stuff, y'all. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what pack that is from. I'm so sorry. I don't know what pack it's from. I know it's from the game though. I'm pretty sure of that. But here, like I said, here is the sticks that I use to place stuff in the kitchen, just to make it neat. And I hate pulling out the counters and trying to get it all lined up correctly and then placing the counters back. So these help out so much. I love them. Thank you, D. Thank you so much, girl, because I would have never known about them if I didn't see you use them so much. But yeah, I did, and then I'm actually going to place some lights. It was really hard. I didn't know what lights I wanted to go with the kitchen. I think I end up doing, I think it might have been these lights, but no, it wasn't those lights. Girl, y'all gonna see which lights I picked. It might have been this one. I'm not sure. I think it was that one. Yeah, I think I did go with that light. And now I'm working on the dining room area. I know it couldn't be like a big table for the area, but I end up going with, I think I went with this one, which is, I don't know the creator name, but I will find it out and post it in the comments down below if you want to check them out. But I wanted to add the high chair at the end of the table, and of course we got 4 other chairs for the parents, the teenage son and the grandmother. And I'm just trying to fill in the area, get some decor for the because it's looking kind of plain. I did go with the same curtains for these windows here. I think I did the curtains on the other side, or did I just go with the blinds? No, I did different curtains. I did these. I don't remember. This was like weeks ago that I did this build. I'm just going over and chatting with you guys. It's been 28 minutes, guys. I'm just running my mouth here. But yeah, I just thought that it was kind of plain with the white, and the kitchen is so light. I wanted to add some color in there. I just didn't know. It was like, I do like the part over there by like where the stove and everything in the sink is, but I'm just trying to figure out what flooring I want to use, because I didn't want to go with the white flooring because it was just, I feel like it was just too plain. Like I needed some type of color or texture or something. I think I end up going with something in the game flooring, I think. But you guys will see in a second what flooring I end up choosing. I was looking at this one, but then I just thought that it was too busy with the rug and everything. So, and then I thought about adding the wood, but then it was too dark. I feel like, I don't know. I think I end up going with that flooring right here. The one that's on the screen right now. I think that is from City Living. Oh no, this is the chip flooring is from City Living, but the version that is on here now is from the base game. So I end up going with that. And I'm just trying to tie it in with the wallpaper. I didn't want to go, I think I ended up going with white, but I really can't remember, but I guess we'll see. And then I added that blue rug just for a pop of color. I think I don't know if that blue rug is from, the country pack. Henford, no, I don't know, the country pack. I think that's where that rug is from. I'm not sure though. But like I said, I end up taking out that cart from the kitchen clutter kit, and I end up going with the counters and just adding some cabinets up top. And this is just you know, the little coffee area for them. So I thought that was a cute little touch. I just really didn't know. I was trying to figure out everything, but I think I did end up going with the white walls. But I just think I do like the kitchen, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it was a little too plain. But that's just my taste. I just feel like, I don't know. I do like the natural tones because I do like natural light tones, but I just feel like I needed more color in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So I think, oh, that's right. I end up going with a different, did I change the wallpaper? Did I go with that wallpaper, the tile? Yeah, I went with the tile over by the rest of the kitchen, but then I think I just changed it back to white. Girl, I didn't know. Cause I do like I said, I do like natural tones like tans and browns and greens and stuff like that. But I didn't want to do that. I want to step out of the box with those natural colors and come up with like different, you know, different stuff. But I just felt like with this kitchen, the way I went with the natural tan cabinets, the light color, I just feel like it just went together. I just did a white wall and then I did the tile over there. But then I feel like that wall next to the window needed something. So I did add 3 shelves and I did clutter them with some stuff from the kitchen clutter kit. I really love that kit. Y'all, I really love that kit. It has some good items in there. I really love the storage bins. Oh yeah, and I did change, oh, I forgot about that. I did change the chairs because I just felt like it was too matchy because those chairs did come, that was a set, the chairs were a set with the table, so I changed the table. But anyway, we are moving on to the grandmother's room. I feel like she is an older woman, so she does like her, you know, it's an old school vibe, and I thought that it was so good. I did like how it turned out. I don't know if I went with this bed. I think I did change the bed because it wasn't really going with what I wanted. And I'm just adding a little stuff. I feel like she still hasn't really unpacked all the way, so there are some suitcases in the room. In the room, I didn't want her to have a twin bed. I wanted her to be comfortable and have like a full-size bed. So I was trying to find, it is a tight space because, mind you, it was an office, so it is a tight space for a bedroom, but I feel like it's, you know, it's cozy. It's good it's a good space for her. And I had to push the bed up against that window. I mean, it's only her in the bedroom, so I feel like that was fine because she can get in and out of there simple and easy. And I went with the end table from Horse Ranch. I think that end table is from Horse Ranch. And then I added in a dresser and some photos on the wall. Just giving her, giving her a little cozy little vibe in there. I think I did add a TV in there. It's like one of those old school box TVs. And she has like a little, her little box. It's supposed to be, what is it called? I'm losing my train of thought. You know, that box that we got, I think it's from Growing Together, where they can pass it down to a different generation. So that's her little keepsake box. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of the name. But yeah, I did go with that. I think I moved the keepsake box over to the end table. But that window, did you see that window? That window kept doing that. I hate that. I hate when that happens. It kept clicking off and stuff. It was just a whole hot mess, y'all. But this rug, do you see this rug? That rug is everything. It just tied the space together. It was just giving so much. I just loved it. I wanted to do blinds and a curtain, but for some reason I couldn't figure out how to, I don't know what that was, but I couldn't figure out how to add, because the blinds were clipping with the curtain, so I didn't want that. But Yeah, I just finished off her bedroom and then I was just adding curtains into the living room, and then we go upstairs and we're going to do the parents' room. I did low key want to I was just sizing down the curtains and everything. Lisa, I was about to say my real name, y'all, but my real name is Lisa. I was just about to say that, but I said it. So there you go. That's where the LC comes in. LC, Lisa, and then C is my last name, but I won't say that. But Lisa is my first name. But I was about to say, stay on point, stay focused. I keep going back down to the grandma's room, adding some stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, we need to add some more stuff to the grandma's room just to tie it up a little bit. But I added some little storage boxes and stuff like that. Yo, this was so much fun, y'all. I had such a blast doing it. Did it take a long time? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It did take a very long time. But yeah, I am going back soon. LC, are we going back up to upstairs or to start the parents' room? Okay, I guess not. So we're adding. What are we adding? Oh, I'm trying to fix it with this thing because it was clipping a little bit, but I just wanted to get everything situated. With those sticks, they do have different sizes that you can use for putting stuff. So we are working on a parents' room. It their room is very tiny. I didn't I was going at first I wanted to put the bed up against this wall, but it just if I felt like it wasn't enough space. So I decided actually to turn the bed over to the other side where the AC is. And I was going to go and put a fireplace in the room, but it was not working. I was trying to figure it out, put it over here in this little corner, and maybe they could have like a little seating room, but it just was not working, y'all. It was not fitting because I wanted to get a dresser and everything in there, but it just was not working. And then too, I went with this pack, but it was just too matchy. Like the end tables and the dresser, and the bed, it was just all too matchy. So I decided to keep the bed in the dresser, but then I wanted to change the end tables to something else. I was going to go with this closet thing from, I think it's Max 20. It's a closet thing, but I decided not to do it because it was just too big for the space. So for that area, I did do like a little moment for the wife, for her to get ready. I think it's like a vanity area. It just has a vanity with her, her makeup and stuff like that, for her to get ready and stuff like that. So it ended up turning out cool because I know you can see the dresser over there in the area, but I decided to move that back over, I think in front of the bed. And then I decided to go with the vanity. I think it is from what vanity is that? Okay, it is from Max 22. Max 20. Oh my god, they have such amazing things. I love it. But yeah, that vanity with the chair, it's cute. It's giving, y'all. I like it. But yeah, I was looking for like shoes for the husband, because I felt like she just took over the whole bedroom. Like her shoes, her boxes of shoes was just everywhere. So I'm just looking through the catalog trying to find some male objects. But he does have the living. I feel like he put his 2 cents in his opinion for the living room space, with his type of, like I said, with his type of thing that he like, his type of taste and furniture and stuff like that. So, and she kind of decorated the bedroom. I don't feel like it's too like feminine, like the type of design that, or like decorations that I went with. I feel like it's kind of neutral, because I do like that dark wood. The dark wood is just hitting. But I think I just left the walls upstairs. Well, for their room, I think the walls are still white. I don't know, we'll see. Because like I said, I did record this like 2 weeks ago before Christmas. So it was, I'm not sure if I left their room white. I think I did though. Because the browns and stuff, and I just feel like the white walls would work with that space. It wasn't too plain, because we have the dark wood on the floor and then the dark wood with the furniture I mean, we do tie it in with that vanity, which is a little light, but I feel like it just ties in the whole space all together. And that's just her space over there to get ready and stuff. It has some jewelry, some makeup, some brushes and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. This build took me through some things. It took me through some things. But I'm just, like I said, I like to scour through the catalog, just picking out some, you know, little things and stuff. And sometimes I do forget stuff, so I'll end up going back in there and just, bringing. I did look at that umbrella thing I put down in the entryway, but yeah, I'm just right now. I was like I said, I was just looking for some stuff that I could put around, just fill in the space, make it feel lived in and stuff like that. But whew, girl, when I say that this bill took me through some things, you know what I'm saying? It really took me through some things because I was just like, oof, whoo, man. I didn't like I knew that building it does take a long time, especially with the bigger builds and stuff like that. And I don't feel like this is a. I mean, I feel like it's bigger than. I mean, it's a big build, but not really. It's like it's medium compared to some of the stuff that I be seeing people do. It just it just takes so much because it's a lot with each room. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys like that I record every single room that I'm decorating, or would you just like? Because I if you notice, I didn't record the bathroom. Did I record the bathroom? I didn't. I did the bathroom downstairs. I didn't record that because it's two bathrooms, and I kind of went with the same type of style, the same toilet, same floor walls, and everything. So I think I did record the one upstairs. It's the smaller of the two. So do you guys like me to record everything? Like, I know because I wanted to leave out the bathrooms. I think I did this, like I said, I think I did this one up here on camera, but I did the one downstairs off camera. So I do like that. I didn't want to do both. So let me know what you guys think. But now I did go with a different color in the parents' room. Okay, I thought I left it white, but it did look good with that color. But now the Tyler room is a little small, but he's such a little. Tyler's are little. They don't need that much space. So I was trying to go with. I know you're gonna say it. There you go with that green again, but it just it just goes well. I don't know if I went with this wallpaper. I can't remember, but I end up using a lot of stuff from the Tiny. I think it's the Tiny something. It's by this creator right here. I can't remember, but I'll put the link in the description for their content and stuff. But I went with a lot of stuff from this pack. I was trying to get I wanted him to have his little space, like at least a little toy chest and table, just a little, but his own little world. He can go to his room, play with his little toy. We do have some toys downstairs for him as well, but I thought that just having a little bit of stuff, he can have a little friend in his room. And I love that lamp. I love that light. That light, it's like the air balloon light. I love that light. It is cute. But then I was going to put this giraffe in the corner, which I did for a second, but I just realized that it did not really go with the theme because I ended up changing the wallpaper to, I think they're dinosaurs on the wall. So it didn't really go with the theme of the room. But let me know what y'all think. I know the theme is dinosaurs and it's not a dinosaur, but it is an animal. And I just thought that pop of orange kind of just went well with the room. But I did end up taking that giraffe out and I think I put a dinosaur toy in the corner so that he could play with. And I was trying to add just a little touches, make his room look lived in and nice and cluttered and stuff, but not too cluttered, not overly cluttered. But I was just trying to get as much stuff in there as I could. But I thought his room, the little Tyler room, I thought it came out pretty nice. I did like it. I did like the dinosaur thing. So now I feel like this was my favorite room in the house. The teenager room, because I can go a little bit crazy. And this teenager, he is a boy teenager. I feel like he's just into so much stuff. He loves to game, which most teenagers do. I like to game myself. But yeah, I thought he's into sports, basketball, football. This kid is just well rounded, you guys. So I just wanted to put like a lot of his interests inside of his room with the gaming. I did add a gaming computer and stuff like that, and he is good with nature. He does love nature as well. So I did add a couple of like posters or pictures of like maps of the, I feel like maps of the surrounding area. But you know, we just oh my god, my microphone just fell. Sorry y'all if y'all heard that. Oh my gosh, I need a new mic stand, y'all. I need a new mic stand. My mic stand is broke. But I did add, you'll see it in a little bit, where I added those map pictures of the maps. We're just imagining them. Of course, it's probably not the surrounding area, but I just thought that that was a cool touch, because he does like to hike and stuff like that. Not just always play video games, even though that's one of the hobbies that he loves to do. But he has other interests, which is hiking and stuff like that. He's very active. So I kind of want to just kind of implement that with his room. I feel like, I mean, his room, I wanted to make it a little messy or whatever, but not too messy. I don't feel like he's like super messy. So there is a couple items that I placed on the floor, like some socks and I think a pile of clothes. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I think I was trying to find the pile of clothes, but I could not find it. I don't know. Girl, help me out. I don't know where the pile of clothes is at. But yeah, I was trying to find some trophies in the game, to kind of, but I ended up going with those 2 trophies on the left, because I just felt like it was, I like that vibe of it. But yeah, he's into computers. So he has the tech trophy and he has a football trophy, which I thought was really good. And like I said, that map that I just put there, I just feel like it's maybe some of his favorite hiking spots or whatever, that he likes to go to. And then he has like his little equipment over there in the corner, and this was just my favorite room of the house. I just love to decorate it for him, and just all of his hobbies and interests that he has within that he likes to do. So I just felt like it was a good vibe. He's into sports, he's into gaming, he's just a good, well-rounded kid, like I said. But I thought that was a really good touch. I didn't know where that outlet came from. I know it's a CC creator that made it, but yo, I have so much stuff in my game, yo. Sometimes I don't even know what's in there. Some stuff I do use a lot, but some stuff I'm just like, what? That's in there? Okay, let's go. But yeah, I was just trying to add, like, just not make it messy, but he is a teenager, so you know, sometimes as a teenager, you came home, you had a long day at school, especially him, because he does do like a lot of sport activities and stuff after school. So I just feel like sometimes he comes home and he's just so tired, so he just be like, oh, let me just take this off right here. So I did find some shoes. He just threw his shoes on the floor, and you know, a sock. I was trying to find a pile of clothes, but girl couldn't find it. Because I know I've seen people sometimes put it down. I wonder if it's a debug item. I'm thinking it is, y'all. I think it's a debug item. But yeah, I did end up finishing his room. I don't know if you guys took a notice that I did added some lights around his room up on the ceiling. I thought that was a good touch to that. But yeah, I just love that room. I thought it was awesome. But yeah, I was just trying to find some stuff for the hallway, just to give it a little, you know, just to have, because I feel like, and I just added some plants and stuff. I just feel like, you know, if you have kids, sometimes it's a little messy. Maybe you didn't put the laundry away that day, because girl, let me tell you, if y'all would see my laundry room right now, I got some clothes I need to put away, because you know, sometimes it be like that. Oh, shout out to, oh my god, I'm just like all over the place. But yeah, I'm finishing up the hallway. Oh yeah, I forgot to add the blinds in his room, so I ended up going with the black blinds in his room. But yeah, I was just adding some lights around his room. I thought that was like a good, you know, extra thing, and I wanted to make it blue. And I'm just finishing up, just adding some details, some posters and stuff for his room and stuff like that, just giving it a vibe. This is, like I said, the teenage room is my favorite room in the house. It really is. But we are coming to the end of the video. Like I said, I did do the bathroom up here. It is the smaller bathroom. up here. So it's just a shower, it's not a tub, but the tub and stuff is downstairs. I feel like more so this is, I mean, of course the kids use it, you know, well, the teenager and stuff, they might use it, but it's, I think it's not a ensuite for the parents room, but I feel like more so it's their bathroom, the parents bathroom, and they just added that bathroom downstairs for the kids. I think I do show it to you guys at the end of the video, like towards the end, but I didn't take any pictures. I'm so sorry, you guys, I didn't take any pictures of the after all thing. Matter of fact, it's not coming to the end. I think it's like a couple more minutes. I think we have to still do the garage. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just a regular bathroom. It's small, so it's just, I think, like I said, I think it's just really for the parents. I mean, of course, if the teenager has to use it and use the bathroom and stuff, they can use it as well. But I think more so it's just a little small bathroom for the parents and stuff, and the bathroom for downstairs is for the kids and stuff, because the potty and stuff is down there, and there's a tub to give the toddler a bath and stuff like that. But yeah, for the garage, there is some storage units and stuff. I think that the storage units are by Max 20. Like I said, I do love that creator, and I decided to go with that wallpaper that we got from, I think it was that restoration pack with the wallpaper, I believe. And I just feel like the husband, he's like that. He works on stuff. He likes to, you know, fix the cars and stuff for the family. And I just thought we can go with some little smudges and stuff. Maybe he does a little woodworking. I don't think I added the woodwork. Is that a woodworking table, I wonder? I don't know, because I don't know. I never used that table, so I don't know if you could woodwork on there. But I did add some like sawdust stuff on the floor just to make the area a little messy, and then some stains and stuff, of course. Thank you guys so much. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.